Coming up on DC News Now, aggressive measures to curb the violence. The Prince George's County curfew starts. The question is, will it help solve the problem? And the passing of the longest monarch in England's history, how people abroad and here in the DMV are mourning the loss of Queen Elizabeth II. And later, get ready for the start of the season with the Washington Commanders. We'll have a look at the best ways to spend your money and tailgate at the stadium. And good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for the news at noon. I'm Mark Hall. We begin with meteorologist Damon Matson with a check on the forecast. Damon, a big weekend ahead for a lot of reasons. Please, my friend, give us some good news.
Well, Mark, I have a lot of good news for you. Yes, this Friday so far has been a spectacular one. It was a foggy start, but we've cleared that out, and it is sunny as can be. It looks to be that way as we go here toward the end of the week and the start of the weekend. But does the sunny sky stay with us as we go into your Saturday and Sunday? We'll let you know in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. Well, happening tonight, a curfew for kids and teens in Prince George's County. Our Christy Montillo tells us how they're aiming to get kids off the streets and into youth centers.
Well, that curfew is Sunday through Thursday, 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. and Friday and Saturday from midnight to 5 a.m. That takes effect today, Friday. This is a flyer of the open house events being held by the county's Parks and Recreation Services this weekend. They'll be hosting two events, both tonight and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. And it's all in an effort to provide a fun, safe, and educational space for these kids to come to. And as this curfew is set to start, Extreme Teens is preparing for a potential increase in the number of kids coming to the rec centers. Their main priority is increasing their outreach to bring more of these kids into the program. Part of that campaign is to get back into the schools to help spread the word.
Talking to the staff, say, hey, be prepared. So this weekend, Friday and Saturday, we're having our teen open house to really reintroduce teen night back into the communities. Hopefully from there we can really get in, go into a lot of the back to school nights between this week and next week. We'll hopefully draw that so we can actually connect with the parents too.
It's a pretty fun place. I got to shoot some hoops myself yesterday. Not well, but I did get one in eventually. Teens can take classes in dance, music, and physical activities like swimming and basketball. And of course, the potential for more kids means a need for more staff. The Extreme Teens program tells me they're working on hiring more people to help accommodate that potential increase. They're also asking outside agencies to bring in workshops and sponsorships to help support these programs as well. In studio, Christy Matino, DC News Now.
All right, thanks to Christy. Well, mourners are continuing to gather at the British Embassy in Washington after the death of Queen Elizabeth yesterday afternoon. Today, the public is invited inside to sign condolence books. Daniel Hamburg is live outside the embassy. And Daniel, you had a chance to go in. What did you see?
Well, Mark, I tweeted a little bit earlier a video showing just the complete silence inside as people paid their respects and left personal messages. Of course, out here outside the embassy at the corner of Massachusetts Avenue and Observatory Circle, people continue leaving flowers and cards outside here on the British flag on the ground. Now, this started yesterday, of course, as soon as the news hit that Queen Elizabeth, 96 years old, had died. People from across the metro area and from around the world are coming to pay their respects. Though most coming here are not members of the Commonwealth, they tell me the Queen has had a lasting impact on them. Inside, members of the British military are standing guard as the public comes in to write personal messages in 3 condolence books. As I said, a very quiet and somber affair. I talked with one woman from Alexandria who said she wanted to show the British people what affection she has for the Queen and the royal family. But first, hear from 2 women visiting from Germany who say the news hit them hard.
Like my own grandmother, I grew up in Germany and she was like the British grandmother to all of us. And so I wanted to show respect and to honor her.
Well, I thought it would be nice to come by, leave a little note, and be part of the remembrance, if you will.
Now, the public condolence books will be available until 5 p.m. today. They won't be available on during the weekend, but they will be back open on Monday morning starting at 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. We're live outside the British Embassy. Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
All right, Daniel, thank you. Well, Brits here in the DMV are mourning the loss of the Queen. DC News Now's Dave Laval went to a popular British pub where people were gathered remembering her life and contributions.
I knew it was coming, and even still, I was kind of amazed when it actually happened.
The death of Queen Elizabeth II filled the screens at the Queen Vic British pub Thursday night. Pete Spencer is from England and a teacher at Suitland High School. He said it's not easy to lose the only ruler he has known at the age of 96.
It predates my birth. It even predates my brother's birth, who's older than me. So it feels like the real end of the modern sort of jet age.
She's always been there. She's bigger than life.
Ryan Gordon owns Queen Vic with his wife Ronika. Gordon says the death of the monarch is especially difficult for his wife.
She was saddened by it. She was born in Liverpool, raised in Wales, and so it's a whole different world over there in comparison to what we know here.
Queen Elizabeth's 70-year reign was woven into the fabric of her country's identity.
Everyone that I know in the UK she's been the monarch, or she's been the queen that whole time.
The news from Great Britain will remain on most of the screens here for customers in the days to come. But Gordon says he does not need TV to know what is happening overseas.
My wife's cousin is a reporter for BBC, and so she's over there doing, like, for the next probably 10 days while we go through all this.
And that was our Dave Laval reporting. Gordon tells us that he expects large crowds at the pub for the Queen's funeral and also the coronation of the new ruler, King Charles III. Well, new today, former Commander's Safety, former Commander's Safety, DeShazer Everett, will spend 3 months on house arrest. ESPN reports that Everett was sentenced in Loudoun County Court Thursday on charges stemming from a deadly crash that involved his girlfriend last December. Everett will also have to pay a $2,500 fine and complete 100 hours of community services. Well, firefighters in D.C. were on the scene at the Eastern Market Metro Station. The station was evacuated, and firefighters said that there was a fire on one of the train cars. No injuries were reported, though. One Metro employee was sent to a nearby hospital for evaluation. Investigators are looking into what caused the fire. Well, developing now, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser is putting several $1 million towards supporting migrants in the district, and she's working to establish an Office of Migrant Services. The mayor announced her $10 million plan yesterday, and twice now the Department of Defense turned down the mayor's request to deploy the D.C. National Guard to help with processing migrants. She says the new Office of Migrant Services will take the pressure off of other services and offices that are providing help to people who are already living in the district.
We don't currently have a system of services focused on this population, our migrant population, and this allows us to streamline those services while at the same time not burdening our homeless services system.
And the new office will focus on providing meals and temporary accommodations and medical care for incoming migrants. Maryland Governor Larry Hogan is on a mission. He's preparing to leave for Asia on Monday to lead an economic development delegation. He will make stops in Korea and Japan. Once in Korea, he will meet with the president as well as government officials and business leaders to discuss the Maryland Gateway Initiative. Well, $2 million plan invest in attracting international business. Hogan then plans to head to Tokyo to meet with business executives and the U.S. Ambassador Rahm Emanuel. Hogan will be joined by his wife and other Maryland state officials. He will stay overseas through the 24th of this month.